For you Nevada miners out there who do metal detecting, I wanted to make you aware of an area that might interest you. From Fallon, Nevada, which is about an hour east of Reno, continue down Highway 50 about another 25 miles. You go over Sand Spring Mountain Pass, which will be marked, and then quickly descend into Dixie Valley. Immediately to your right, that will be looking south, you will see a sign for Route 839. It is also known as Route 31 or the Scheelite Highway. The route is about halfway paved and is a good road the whole way. If you follow it to its terminus, you will end up in Hawthorne on the Rawhide Road. From the Fallon side, you will see this impressive mountain to your east, and this is Fairview Peak. Quite a bit of gold came from this area, but it is off limits as it is part of the B-17 bombing range for Naval Air Station Fallon. About 10 miles down the paved 839, the road will bifurcate, and this is what you will see. At this point, turn to the left. Both roads will become dirt, but the right side is definitely four-wheel drive. About 100 yards in, there is a cable across this road. Follow it another mile or so and you would come across the Nevada Scheelite mine. There are quite a few buildings here and some impressive headframes. This is all on private property, and the present owners are trying to sell the area for about $3 million. Gold and silver came from this area, but the main mining interest was in scheelite, which, when processed at the mine, was a white powdery calcium tungstate substance. Once the graded road starts, drive another 2 miles or so and you will see a whole myriad of gold and silver mines, mostly on the east side of the road. Quite a few of these were hand-dug and are quite old, probably going back to about the time nearby Rawhide was discovered, which was in 1906. You'll know the hand-dug mines because their tunnels are markedly thin and they are in rock which is somewhat crumbly. It is obvious as to what the old-timers were following: quartz strands. Here we see a ledge, which is off to the lower left side, that a mine trailed. Throughout this whole area, the quartz is heavily mineralized and sometimes contains copper. Here are some examples. There are quartz intrusions in underlying granite all over this area, and here is an example of such. Here is another exposed seam. Wouldn't these just be wonderful to go ahead and metal detect? I didn't do that today. Here are a few still pictures of exposed quartz seams. Again, all are heavily mineralized. Many times you can trace the quartz float back to its source. This is a nice example of quartz against granite. Now I'll show you some stills of mines in this immediate area. To the west of all of this is the open-pit Rawhide Denton mine. It removed all traces of the ghost town. The mountain in the background is Rawhide Peak, and it stands at 6,500 feet. This is Route 839 as it continues to proceed south towards Hawthorne. This is not the kind of place you would ever want your car to break down. Fellow miners, good luck.